YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining me on my housing crisis rants I do on a semi-daily basis. If I find a good story, if you got a good story, just hit me up on Instagram. You'll find me, Mike Martin's Official. Anyways, we don't have a housing crisis. We have a population crisis. Richard Littlejohn says horror stories of Brexodus are a pack of lies. It's a really good article from England. The Prime Minister announced yesterday that she is to take personal charge of solving Britain's acute housing crisis. In next week's budget, planning rules will be relaxed. Social housing debt cancelled. Stamp duty cut. And billions of pounds will be pumped into the housing projects. New homes will spring up across the land on brownfield sites, in back gardens, on rooftops, existing buildings even. Yet, Theresa May says it can't all be achieved while protecting the green belt. Build up, not out. So she wants to build up, not out. They've tried that many times in many different countries and it hasn't worked. But anyways, it's a new mantra. Pile them high and sell them cheap. That's a big word right there. Marvel as Mother Teresa morphs into Bob the Builder. We can fix it. Yes, we can. There she is. But hang on a minute. Are we really going to need all these little boxes post-Brexit? Not if it remain scaremongers are due to be believed. They're like those deluded Japanese soldiers after Hiroshima, hiding out in the jungle, still fighting the last war. That's a really good documentary on that. I recommend you guys see that on Japanese fighters thinking the war is not over. Once we leave the EU, they warn, jobs will dry up and millions of immigrants will flee the country. Indeed, scared. Migrants are doing so already, forced out by mobs, knuckle-scraping neo-Nazis, roaming the streets, stirring up hate crime epidemic. The NHS is on the brink of collapse as nurses and doctors who came here from overseas seek sanctuary and safe havens abroad. Crops are left to rot in fields, and as agriculture and workers return home to Eastern Europe, soon you won't be able to hire a Polish plumber for love nor money. Pubs and restaurants will close their doors because they can't recruit foreign bar staff and waitresses. There won't be a car wash left anywhere in Britain. Oh my god, this is like fear porn, eh? All the Polski scalps which have taken over from Asian corner shops will go bankrupt overnight as their customers retreat in droves to Warsaw and Gdańsk or inner cities and becoming ghost towns, and our public service will implode. Shorn of hardworking immigrants run out of Britain, virtually at gunpoint. Wow, this is really good, guys. This is really long, too. This is really good. So basically, building up and down, there's Theresa. There she is right there. The Prime Minister of of Britain. And basically, she's basically saying, yes, you know what? Build up. But what about the 70,000 or 80,000 empty units across London proper? South London, East London. What about all those empty units? No one's taking into factor that there's a lot of investment units that are basically empty. Just tax them. Use the money, use the revenue, and maybe start doing other things with the revenue to help better your people. But this is crazy. So, this is right here. At the end of June, there were 3,181 more EU national workers working in healthcare service than 2016, yesterday. Officially, government figures from the Office for National Statistics show that there were 2.38 million EU nationals working in Britain and increased 112,000 a year ago. The number of Romanians and Bulgarians who have found jobs here now stands at almost 350,000, up by a third past the 12 months. They have no incentive to scuttle back to Bucharest and Sofia anytime soon. So, England or the UK is in a huge mess right now with its housing crisis. The young youth millennial are leaving Professionals are leaving because they can't afford to live. Instead of actually pointing at the big elephant in the room and trying to fix it, they're trying to work around it. And I think working around these kind of problems isn't the key. You know what I'm saying? It's a long article, guys. I'll just leave a link for you guys. It's really good, actually. It's really well written. It's fun to read. It's got 2.4 thousand shares. It was just put up an hour and a half ago. Let me know what you guys think. Is Britain's problem? Saving the green belts is very important, because once you get rid of that, man, you know, why do you think New York City's holding on to its, whatchamacallit, those parks there, Central Park? Why? Because it's a little bit of green space they have left. Let me know what you guys think. Read the article by Richard Littleton. It's really good. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.